días muy intensos.
Respect attitude towards filmmakers and filmmaking.
I just think story. I'm thinking like I'm watching the movie. So I want to keep watching. Turning the pages. What is the suspense?
The Talent Campus is an international summit for young and upcoming filmmakers, which takes place every year parallel to the Berlin International Film Festival. And every year we invited 350 young filmmakers coming from around 100 countries.
Is a platform for emerging, talented filmmakers who are eager to learn because they know they're not perfect yet and can still learn. And we bring them together with experts and hope that they will talk to each other, will learn from each other, and will also get new and fresh ideas from each other.
We give our participants the opportunity to arrange meetings, so in smaller groups, also having new event formats like Meet the Expert session, we call it.
Hearing professionals speak, people who have actually made films, talk about their experiences, share the ups and downs, the pluses and minuses, can give them insight into what they are considering.
Me llamo Barry Gifford, yo soy un escritor de novelas, yo soy un guionista.
My name is Lance Weiler. I make films, television, and I design games.
My name is Katrin Valigura. I'm from Germany and I'm an actress and I coach actors.
Mi nombre es Martín Hernández, soy supervisor de sonido de películas.
I'm Bernd Lichtenberg, I'm a scriptwriter.
My name is Todd Solons and I'm a filmmaker.
Soy Joselo y soy músico.
Jorge Sánchez Sosa y dicen que soy el director general del Festival Internacional de Cine en Guadalajara.
Una mezcla de clases que había sobre guión, sobre producción, sobre sonido, y es algo que a mí me informa como actor.
But where we also try to link them to industry that can still support them.
Me ha hecho mejorar, me ha hecho crecer, me ha hecho entender nuevos puntos de vista y nuevos ángulos de la industria y también de mi carrera.
Listen to professional people and hang out with all these cute boys and girls.
Todo te va a nutrir en algún momento, lo que lees, lo que ves, a donde salgas.
And I take on the responsibility of telling future generations how things were.
The best way is not to stress myself too much about that, having to have a new idea, but be trustful that there's something coming.
También creo que soy cinefotógrafo como para tratar de arreglar todos mis defectos, o sea, como tratar de ser una mejor persona.
Cinema is dealing with all kinds of feelings, emotions.
It works with all senses. Cuando respiras.
Que te pone el cine, que te hace sentir.
Te va envolviendo y cuando menos te das cuenta ya estás adentro.
It's a manipulative art. That's for certain.
It kind of lures you in. You know, I love nothing more than when a story is really good and it makes me drop all the things that I know about the filmmaking process.
Hay esta realidad completamente ficticia, que son fotogramas que están enfrente de ti, que hacen que de repente se te antoje eso, ¿no? Comida, un abrazo, estar libre, estar en un lugar, escalar, ir a las montañas, ayudar a alguien, hasta ser un hijo de puta.
We want to be seduced by what we see. If we're not, what are we doing watching? I
got my first Bolex camera when I was like 15. saved money from my paper route and said, I want to make films.
I did go to film school at NYU for 2 years.
I always hated school.
I didn't go to film school.
They didn't like me and I didn't like them. And I was, I suppose, already doing what I'm doing. Silence, for me, is perhaps the most important thing to listen to. Remember, no sound is also a sound.
Es un balance, pausas. Además te permite poner atención. Si yo hago estas pausas, reluce toda la otra zoología que está aquí conviviendo con nosotros.
Pues una de mis películas favoritas, pero porque al mismo tiempo es...
Stories are about connections between people.
If you're able to know how to get the story that you want to tell over to other people so they like it, they believe in it, they trust what you say, and they fall in love with your story, so to say.
When I have this feeling or this thought, it's really important to write it down immediately because it's not going to come again in the same way. It's the most important kind of writing because it gets to the heart.
To live a life what's actually or in reality not mine. So I don't have to go through all that stuff. I just can experience it by playing a part.
Allow everything in. Just, you have to stay open.
No hay secretos, no hay nada.
La fórmula es hacer lo que nos gusta.
I think that the best secrets are the ones you don't know you've given away.
And I believe that's really a secret for good actors.
No, esa aportación es mía y yo soy socio tuyo. Si hubiera el regreso de un dinero, yo soy el primero que cobra.
Pero entonces, está prohibido, ¿no?
No está prohibido.
Todas tienen bronca de foco, ¿qué hacemos? Si lo practicamos y hacemos team back, ¿no?
Pues cuentes eso, María.
That it's possible for stories to kind of come across mobile devices, online, in a cinema. So I'm very interested in how story is evolving. How does it change? You know, how do people write for that? How do people design stories? How do you produce them? So a lot of my work kind of focuses on that idea of the evolution of storytelling.
I don't use a computer. I still write by hand in this way.
Me gusta mucho la música. Soy cubana.
Me siento un poco intimidado. ¿Tengo hermanos siameses?
También soy egresada de la FICG. Y me gusta mucho bailar también.
Pues te permite tener esa relación con la industria, digamos.
Una clase con Catherine Valigura y era una técnica de actuación para desarrollar, para ahondar en el personaje.
It is a tool to get connected with yourself, with your feelings, to get in your body, and from that level you go into the character.
Because it's very important. The voice, something is the center in your story.
Trabajamos con ella uno a uno y fue una experiencia que esa es la que se queda más grabada en mi corazón porque es algo que voy a utilizar.
Se extiende hacia los hombros. Se regresa al estómago.
Before they had no idea, or just a little bit, and now they know the character. They feel it, they experience it, they live the life of their character. Acting is being, is living. You live it.
People that try again and are ashamed of trying again, and also think, if I don't get where I want to be, but I try again and I will be there in the end. And I think that attitude is what really inspires people with more experience.
You know, some people like say, you know, you're disgusting, you know, it's just, how can you make movies about raped children? They don't, you know, people have been raped, you know. But I believe that there's substance to what I have, and I think it's a very reductive thing to write me off as a misanthrope. I think the movies are, for me, they are richer than that.
Nothing wrong with trying to figure it out as you fly, you know.
Justo cuando estaba viendo Kundun, pues me quedaba pensando, chale, ¿cómo le hacen para jalar foco y para que todo esto esté bien, ¿no? Porque ya me daba cuenta que pues era una friega que las cosas estuvieran en foco.
One day I turned around and I was 50 and I'd been writing since I was 15.
Pero ese aspecto me llamó tanto la atención que dije, no, pues yo justo lo que quiero, o sea, quiero hacer foto y lo que quiero hacer es foto de cine.
El especialista ya confirmó el diagnóstico. Tengo Alzheimer.
Hace falta que entendamos esto como un negocio. Entonces, pues, yo no creo que logremos conseguir una industria hasta que no entendamos.
Es imposible que algo no te afecte, es muy difícil que algo no te ayude.
Don't be shy, steal everyone's idea and take credit for it, that's cool.
And it lets people know that maybe what they were feeling they're not so alone with, that there are other people going through the same things.
They realize that they're not the only ones struggling to make a film or to write a script or to find projects that they can contribute to.
As you are writing, you're also imagining how you'll direct it and how you'll shoot it.
No solamente es negar la tradición, sino darle como vuelta a la tradición, ver cómo la podemos usar para beneficiarnos y para hacer un cine distinto.
He wanted to make a film of my book, Night People, but we didn't do that. We only took 2 sentences from the book. That's all, and the rest was entirely original.
De eso se trata, con quién quiero seguir cantando, con quién quiero seguir gozando, con quién me voy a pelear, no me gusta esto, tomaré algo de aquello.
Creo que como chavito actor tomármela en serio fue lo peor que pude haber hecho, porque después pagué un muy buen rato en quitarme todos esos estigmas que se quedan en la cabeza. Y también, pues, ya poniéndose romántico, después sí dije que, güey, que me pasé toda mi infancia entre adultos y no jugando fútbol.
You know, you got to pay for that magazine.
God, don't shoot. Give me the money.
Give me the money!
I'm so sick of you puss. Take and get out of here.
You know, I focus on what the character wants and what his intentions are. And sometimes they're obvious things.
Fue una experiencia de aprendizaje mucho más profunda.
Become a little bit more self-aware of what you want to do, what you think is important, what kind of films you like, what kind of energy and time you want to spend on a certain kind of film.
You don't have the luxury of time, necessarily. You can't wait.
I like disruptive things. I personally like challenges. I mean, that's probably why I like writing and directing so much, because it's always problem solving.
I like the mixture between tragedy and comedy, and that is what I imagined for Good Berlin. And so I sent him the expose, and he liked it, and the process started like that.
The work that I'm most proud of that I've done is the stuff where I really didn't know what I was doing, and I really mean that. When either I lost my concentration or my focus, and I paused, I didn't know where I was, and I just found my way back.
The way you become better at something is by doing it.
Spying in on this crime about to happen.
No one else had the opportunity to commit those murders except for Mr. Jim Seward.
I feel weird about it.
Yeah, I know, me too.
This whole idea to come out into the woods and stuff.
You know, suddenly they want to jump into doing, you know, big time live, you know, from the Pine Barrens and have radio and internet and this and that. And, you know, I knew it was going to be a fiasco.
The way that the internet connects people across borders and countries is amazing. We're seeing a rise of a new creative class. People from all different walks of life are able to tell stories.
This Talente Campus put me in a totally creative process, and I'm so turned on.
The filmmakers can benefit from our program, and also given us the idea how we can provide the best program from them.
De repente me piden hasta consejos amorosos, entonces ahí sí, ¿no? ¿Quién sabe?
Yo siento que siempre de los alumnos, al contrario, aprendes, o de la gente a la que según esto le estás enseñando o platicando, o sea, siempre aprendes.
Look, there's so many beautiful things. You just have to have your eyes open, know where to look.
Siempre estás ahí con la gente, estás comiendo juntos, viven en la misma parte, están en clase, entonces claro.
Y quizás te ahorra tiempo, te ahorra 1 o 2 años de estar tocando en la puerta equivocada, ¿no?
Tengo una inspiración ahorita alimentada y muchas ganas de trabajar.
And what's wonderful is we don't know the answers yet.
Everything depends on the weather, you know that.
Ahora, estoy sordo de todos modos, ¿eh? ¿Qué no has visto mis películas?
I tell you, if the food is good, I'll probably be a happy person.
This is really the right place to do a talent campus because everything comes together here, so being really at a great festival.
Vamos a cerrar con esa.
Regardless of the
lo que nos gusta. Yo ya llegué.
Oh, well, the people here in Guadalajara are very friendly.
It was a great festival.
Yeah.